like to introduce our assistant coach, Parthiban. Please sir, आप आगे आइए आगे उन्हें सीख के हमारे साथ जुड़िए. It's his very first season with the Mumbais. He has already played a very important role in building the team's mindset. सिर्फ physical mindset, सिर्फ physical readiness ही नहीं बल्कि mental toughness पे भी वो focus कर रहे हैं. He's a very integral part of our team. Please put your hands together for Parthiban. To set the tone for what lies ahead, I'll obviously like to ask a couple of questions to the two of you, Ronnie and Suhail. Firstly, Ronnie, I'd like to ask you, looking ahead to this season, what is the one thing that excites you the most when you look at this new squad and the direction you Mumbai is heading in?
पहले से भी from the start actually, Kabaddi is a sport where you are discovering new talent. That's what's always really something that Mumbai has supported all along. And I think this time we have the phenomenal mix of experienced talent along with a lot of our new talent. And that I think is the most exciting part. And पहले जब भी training होती थी, actually fitness, teamwork was building. But I think what we see today in our camps and the teamwork that's there between everyone has been very, very good. So I think for everybody and for all the teams, the beauty is every year we're discovering new stars, and every year the team and the game is becoming more popular.
And that has been the trademark of you, Mumbai. We make stars, we build stars. Suhail, pre-season camp chal raha hai.
We're hopefully not going to part with the stars. That's the only thing.
Yes, most likely to. But Suhail, yeah, you've been there with the team in the pre-season camp as well. Ronnie has mentioned about this new squad, but you know them more, and I'd like to know what are your insights and what are you most excited about this season?
Yeah, I think what excites me about this squad, as Ronnie also said, is the fact that we've got this fantastic blend, right? जो अनुभवी खिलाड़ी हैं, वो तो वापस आए हैं. We've got the core of our team back, whether it's Sunil, Parvesh, Rinku, Rohit, Ajit, Lokesh on the left corner as well. We've now added a bit more might. I think where our gaps were last season, we identified those gaps and we've addressed those in a very sharp manner. I think we've added a lot of might to our rating. We've got Sandeep who's come back in, we've got Anil Chaprana who's come in, Satish is back in, Zafar Danish who's been with us has been incredible as both a defender and a raider, a true all-rounder. So he comes back into the squad as well. But we just have a very, very good unit that's honestly got along so well. And I think we've done the longest camp that we've ever done in Pro Kabaddi history. And in a good way, it's allowed all the boys to just get together and feel like a family. And that's something that we've always wanted to do, right? I think ever since I've known New Mumbai from 2014, that's the ethos of this team, is for a team that feels like it can be a melting pot of cultures. Players from Haryana, from Rajasthan, from Tamil Nadu, from Maharashtra, from everywhere across the country coming together and forming one unit. That hasn't changed, but I think the blend of having the leadership of Sunil, Parvesh, Rinku, Rohit, Zafar, and then having the new guys come in, there's a feeling of settledness this year within the team, which perhaps wasn't there in a couple of years as well. So we hope to repeat the good work of last year, making the playoffs and hopefully going further.
That is the aim कि पिछली बार से एक कदम आगे और उस ट्रॉफी तक पहुंचना है हमें, वो वही हमारा जो एम है. Also, I'd like to ask, आपने यूथ और एक्सपीरियंस की बात की, टीम की बात की, लेकिन उसी टीम का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इंटेग्रल हिस्सा है हमारे फैंस जो मैं यहाँ देख भी रही हूँ. उनके लिए कोई मैसेज इस सीजन से पहले?
I think फैंस को सिर्फ ये कहना है कि ज़रूर सपोर्ट करें, बिकॉज एक स्पोर्ट में या एक टीम के लिए जो सक्सेस मिलते हैं वो सिर्फ हमारा काम नहीं है. आई थिंक जो सपोर्ट हमारे लिए मिलते हैं बाहर से वो बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, और सिर्फ जीत के टाइम पे नहीं. जब एक टीम हारते हैं, एंड आई थिंक हार जीत एक स्पोर्ट का इंटीग्रल पार्ट है. यू कांट अवॉइड इट. आई थिंक वी लर्न अ लॉट फ्रॉम वी लर्न or we win, right? I think there's two sides to this, and I think kabaddi is a very emotional sport. ये हमारे देश का खेल है. It's a very very emotional sport, and we understand that the fans are very very emotionally passionate about us, especially as a team. I think Mumba draws that in terms of passion. But I think sometimes remember that these guys are doing everything for you. They are playing for the fans. They're playing for themselves. They're putting everything on the line, their bodies on the line. It's a physical sport. So encourage them. Think before you type. I think sometimes that's the only thing that you should say to fans, because these guys all have a mind, emotions, passion, and I think at the end of the day, they're all playing for us. Whether Anil sir, Parthiban sir, Sunil, Parvesh, the entire team that's here, they're playing for the fans. So always remember that when you guys are sending us your love and everything else that comes around it as well. But we always welcome all the fanfare, all the thoughts, all the passion. That's what makes you Mumba special.
Yeah.
I just want to add to that कि emotions जो है आते रहो, because I think it's very good to have that passionate sense for all the fans there. और हार में जीत होती है. I'm sitting here 20 साल 30 साल के जो एंटरप्रेन्योर थी, मुझे लगता है मैं यहाँ बैठ रहा हूँ ज़्यादा करके हमारे हार से, जीत से नहीं. More failures that make you better as a team, and I think that's the criticism we need. We need the support at that time also as we go forward. But we're here to win at the end of the day.
बिल्कुल हम यहाँ जीतने के लिए, and I could see everyone just smiling, especially the fans, especially when you guys were talking about कि हमें सपोर्ट तब भी करना जब हम हारेंगे, क्योंकि हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं और हम जीतेंगे, बिल्कुल आगे बढ़ेंगे. So thank you so much for your support all throughout the 11 years, 12 years. Now this is the 12th season और हम चाहेंगे कि आपका सपोर्ट उसी तरह से बने रहे. Now जब हमने शुरुआत की थी, मैंने कहा था कि हम यहाँ सिर्फ इस सीजन की शुरुआत को सेलिब्रेट करने नहीं आए हैं, बल्कि एक बहुत ही स्पेशल लम्हे को सेलिब्रेट करने भी आए हैं. एक ऐसा लम्हा जब हमने इतिहास रचा था, हमने ट्रॉफी उठाई थी सीजन 2 में. कल एग्जैक्टली 10 साल हो जाएंगे यू मुंबा को वो किए हुए. तो आइए थोड़ी सी उस याद को ताज़ा करते, एक बार नजर डालते हैं हमारे सीजन 2 की उस स्पेशल लम्हे पे.
Across the country, there is a new name. Oh yes, grand pumping celebrations. Victory belongs to the most perseverant. They deserve it for their sheer consistency. You're the new champions of season 2015.
फिर से जीत चुके हैं. And the beauty of this video was, if you guys didn't recognize, I would just like to mention it, कि रॉनी हमें थ्रू आउट वीडियो में दिख रहे थे सेलिब्रेट करते हुए, टीम को सपोर्ट करते हुए, लेकिन जो आवाज आप सुन रहे थे थ्रू आउट, that was Suhail's voice, and that is what I was saying. He has been the voice of the sport for the longest time. एक बार उस जीत के लिए हमारे कोर्ट के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां. Ronnie, firstly I'll ask you, does it still give goosebumps?
Yeah, see, from where I come, goosebumps are very short-lived because all glory is fleeting and you have to move on. I think life is now shorter and shorter, faster and faster. So, yeah, when I watch this right now, I got good goosebumps. And it almost sounds like an action replay of what we'd like to see again. Yeah.
We would, and hopefully that happens this year itself. Suhail, you were in a different role at that point of time, but now when you look at this, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Yeah, it's funny. It actually is a very emotional sort of moment in some sense. You look back on a time where I had the best seat in the house. I always say I was sort of courtside, you know, and sort of looking back at 2015, I think we got some images from back then as well. You know, for me it was a very special time because in 2014 when there you go, I was a commentator with Star Sports back in 2014, 2015, and you know, when Kabaddi started in 2014, we didn't know where the journey would go. But 2014, 2015, even as early as that, Mumba had a lot of fans, even for us as broadcasters, for the fans alike, not for the star quality, but for the way that Mumba ran the team, for the culture that Mumba were creating, for the type of players that they had as well. And I think when you go forward on some of these pictures, I think I look back today, and this was a picture I took from the commentary box actually, the moment Mumba were being crowned champions. As I was talking about it, I remember this moment of what was, I guess, a much lower quality of camera back then in smartphones. But yeah, you know, this was with the players, Rishank and Vishal as well. There was a real attachment to the players even back then. And it's funny, for me it feels like a full circle moment coming back. There you go, with Anup, Vishal, the coaches, and hopefully we'll recreate that. Sunil, आपके साथ और Anil sir के साथ इस बार. But you know, these are moments that are very special. And Ronnie, I don't think you'll even remember this picture, but this was taken just after the final with you and Zarina there on the court with all the celebrations going on around us as well. So to think back.
एक और कहानी है इसमें ज़्यादा करके थोड़ी ट्विस्ट भी है क्योंकि मेरी बेटी और इसकी मुलाकात हो गई थी ये फाइनल्स का विनिंग टूर्नामेंट में और 2 साल 3 साल बाद शादी हो गई.
Yeah, so you know, it's funny because Kabaddi for me, while I was a professional cricketer, I always say cricket was my first love, but Kabaddi became life. You know, and Kabaddi became life in so many different ways, including my wife, including the sport. I'm an entrepreneur with a startup in Kabaddi, you know, with the Yuva Kabaddi series and everything. So I think for me, going back to 2015, the 10 years since, the journey of Kabaddi as well, तब से अब तक अभी इतने सारे करोड़पति हैं कबड्डी की वजह से. I think the sport itself has evolved so much, but yeah, it's so crazy to think that I get to, you know, give direction to this team in some sense, see where the team heads in the future. We won UTT this year, and hopefully we can carry that on now with a win in Pro Kabaddi, or at least, you know, first step, make the playoffs again. This team has the chops. I think this team is extremely tight. This guy here is a very special leader, and when I look back at Anup Kumar and the qualities that Anup had, I see a lot of that in Sunil. Very calm leader. He has the respect of all the boys in the team. He has the respect of the coaches. He has the respect of us as management. And I think that's something that every good team needs to have. And that's why for us, Sunil plays a very big role in terms of how he rallies the boys together. And so the memories are very strong. But I see a lot of resemblance in 2015 to where we are in 2025.
And hopefully we will recreate 2015 in 2025 itself. With Sunil as our captain, आपने बताया कि इतनी सारी similarities है सुनील और अनूप कुमार में, दोनों काम और दोनों कप्तान. एक कप्तान के अंदर हम ऑलरेडी जीते हैं. अगर आपने वो मेंशन कर ही दिया है तो एक बार आपको बता दूं कि हमें एक स्पेशल मैसेज मिला है उसी कप्तान से, बोनस के बादशाह से. आइए सुनते हैं कि वो हमें क्या कहना चाहते हैं.
पहला सीजन था हम फाइनल भी पहुंचे, टीम अच्छा खेली, उसके बाद ट्रॉफी नहीं उठा पाए, बड़ा दुख था इस बात का। लेकिन दूसरे सीजन में आए, टारगेट यही था कि जो सीजन पहले सीजन में नहीं कर पाए वो सीजन में जरूर करें। और फाइनल तक गए, फाइनल जीते, जो पहले सीजन में नहीं कर पाए वो दूसरे सीजन में पॉसिबल हुआ हमारे लिए, तो काफी अच्छा लगा। शबीर बापू की वो रेड जो शबीर ने लगाई थी जिसकी वजह से हम फाइनल जीते थे, वो रेड हमेशा याद रहेगी। 3 पॉइंट की रेड थी और शबीर बिल्कुल काफी डीप थे और हमें भी नहीं पता चला वो कैसे निकल के और कैसे 3 पॉइंट आए, वो हमारे लिए लकी थे।
Shabir Babu, can you find a way to the line?
पहले तो हमें विश्वास ही नहीं थी कि पीकेएल होगा, सच्चाई तो यही है। और पीकेएल जैसे स्टार्ट हुआ तो हमें भी महसूस हुआ कबड्डी हमारा गेम कितना अच्छा है और कितने अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे दिखाया जा रहा है, तो काफी अच्छा फील हो रहा था। और लगातार फाइनल खेलना हमारे लिए बड़ी बात थी, क्योंकि पीकेएल की स्टार्टिंग, उस स्टार्टिंग में हमारा खेलना, मेरा मुंबई का कैप्टन बनना मेरे लिए बहुत लकीली था। जो फर्स्ट सेवन हमारा था ना, वो आदमी टच में, हम महीने में 2 महीने में हमेशा बात करते रहते हैं कुछ ना कुछ, मतलब और भी कुछ नहीं तो हालचाल पूछ लेते हैं, बिल्कुल करेक्ट। ट्रॉफी कोई भी हो, चाहे वो हमारी नेशनल चैंपियनशिप की हो, चाहे प्रो कबड्डी लीग की हो या इंटरनेशनल ट्रॉफी हो, हमेशा मेमोरेबल होती है, हमेशा याद रहेगी।
यू मुंबा के अनस्टॉपेबल कैप्टन अनिल कुमार।
Unstoppable, the captain who led us from the front. अब अगर आपने ध्यान से उनका मैसेज सुना होगा ना, तो उन्होंने कहा था कि पहले सीजन में मैंने फाइनल में पहुंचाया था लेकिन हम जीत नहीं पाए थे, लेकिन दूसरे सीजन में वो काम पूरा किया था। और मैं आपको याद दिलाना चाहूंगी कि सुनील का भी हमारे साथ ये दूसरा सीजन है और हम चाहेंगे कि इस बार आप वही काम करो, हमें फाइनल जिताओ। कोई प्रेशर नहीं, और मुझे पता है कि प्रेशर तो आप ऐसे भी लेते भी नहीं हो, तो इस बार उम्मीदें काफी हैं सुनील से। सुनील, यू रेडी?
रेडी है जी, बिल्कुल पूरी टीम रेडी है जी मैम।
पूरी टीम रेडी है, फैंस रेडी है, फैंस खुश है आपका जवाब सुन के। आई एम श्योर कोच आप भी तैयार हो, सब तैयार हैं। तो जिस काम के लिए हम यहाँ आए हैं वो भी कर लेते हैं। हम जिस चीज के लिए हमने आपको यहाँ बुलाया, अनवीलिंग ऑफ आवर जर्सी। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द होम किट फर्स्ट, which is inspired by and also a tribute to our season 2 kit. Let's take a look at the launch film first.
Welcome you, Mumba!
बड़े गेम के बड़े खिलाड़ी।
This is a side that has shown it all. They've shown the quality, the strength, the agility, and on top of it, champion of Star Sports Football 2015, Season 2, you, Mumba.
AV में तो देख लिया, प्रियल में भी देख लेते हैं। I'd request Anil Chaprana sir and Suhail you to please unveil the jersey here. you. We've got the lights, camera, and action now. Yeah. Let's go. That's the home kit right there. It looks good. It looks lit. Now it's time to present.
Look as fit as our boys yet, so it's okay. Not as much fitness.
Now it's time to look at the away kit as well. It's inspired by the undying spirit of Mumbai, the city where dreams take flight. As Mumbaikars, we've lived through city's rapid growth with its challenges and its triumphs. From the metros and flyovers to the iconic Terminal 2, the jersey draws from that very spirit, dedicated to a city that never stops building. And one that gives us the most beautiful sunsets, of course. Let's take a look at our away kit as well. And it looks as good as the home kit. I'm confused कि अगर मुझे एक pick करना होगा तो मैं कौन सी jersey pick करूँगी, but I'll leave that to you guys. फिर now I'd ask हमारे कप्तान साहब and Mr. Ronnie Screwvala to please unveil the jersey. So yeah, that's our home jersey and our away jersey, and I hope आप लोगों को jersey पसंद आई होगी क्योंकि हमें वो बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आई है, and I want Suhail to obviously talk about it.
Yeah, I think the two videos we just saw are quite moving because it talks about the energy of this city. I'm originally not from Mumbai, but I feel like a Mumbaiker after 12 years of living here. And I think that's a feeling that anyone in the city gets when you fly into the city, as you said, the iconic T2 terminal. Dreams set to fly in Mumbai, and it's one of those cities where the energy just carries you. And I think that's one of the things we wanted to represent on both our jerseys. Little iconic parts of Mumbai as well. This one, of course, a tribute to a futuristic tribute in some sense to our season 2 jersey, and we hope that memories of season 2, 10 years on, will also inspire the boys, right? Kabaddi is a tough sport. Whenever you need a little bit of extra motivation, extra energy, you can look back on wonderful memories, as all of us as sports people do. And I think, for us, that was the thought behind this one, to celebrate all our warriors of season 2 and our new warriors in this season as well.
And of course, the spirit of Mumbai, like you mentioned, कि कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप कहाँ से आए हो, आप मुंबई में पैदा हुए हो या नहीं हो, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एक बार आप मुंबई आ जाओ, मुंबई अपने आप घर सा लगता है. And वही feeling हम अपनी jersey के through आपको दिखाना चाहते हैं, portray करना चाहते हैं that Mumbai is home. You Mumba is a family, and this entire city is ours, and it is a big part of our family. I'd also like the media to now ask the questions, but before that, Suhail, I'd like you to speak a little bit about our partner Max Protein and the news that we wanted to share with them.
Yeah, we've got some wonderful partners on board. Max Protein, one of them, Flamingo, Prayag. We of course have AGL as well back with us. Gold's Gym, who's been a fantastic partner with us as well. Max Protein in particular today, a big thank you to Nayan and his team. They've actually, for everyone here in the room, we've got a lovely memento and little kit with our new jersey as well for all of you to take home with some fantastic products from Max Protein. So a big thank you and a round of applause to Max Protein who come on board this year as well. Max Protein actually was our partner at UTT. We got a win there. Nayan, and to you and your entire team, hope you bring us the same luck as we need a lot of that heading into a long season here. But thank you for continuing on from that partnership, and we hope it's a very long relationship with each of our partners that have come on board for this season, and a few more to be revealed over the course of the next 8 days before the start of the season.
I think all the stars are aligning.
Just on a lighter note, you'll have to take out this gaming titles now from tomorrow onwards in order to go off.
That's why we got the new jerseys for you.
Okay, I believe all the stars are aligning now. We've got the partner from UTT, we've got the captain for the second year in row, and we've seen the similarities already, so hopefully we get the trophy this year. But for now, I'd like to announce that the floor is open for your questions. Manas, would you please take over from here?